Smart Insight presents 9 situations where it's better to stay silent. Have you ever spoken words you later wish to take back? It's a common experience we all share. While honing the skill of expressing thoughts and opinions is crucial, there are situations where maintaining silence is the wisest option. Identifying these moments can help you steer clear of needless conflicts, preserve trust, and demonstrate respect. Discover 9 scenarios where choosing silence is the optimal course of action. Number 1. When emotions run high. During moments of anger, frustration, or intense emotions, opting for silence is often the wiser choice. In the grip of powerful feelings, our responses tend to be more impulsive and less rational. Our usual filter vanishes, increasing the likelihood of uttering regrettable words. Maintaining silence serves as a safeguard against irreversible statements. Once hurtful words are spoken, apologies may fall short of fully erasing their impact. Silence acts as a shield for your relationships during turbulent times. It provides a space to process emotions before articulating them. By holding back words, you steer clear of burning bridges and inflicting deep wounds. This doesn't imply suppressing emotions, but rather waiting for the opportune moment to discuss them calmly. Allow the intensity of emotions to subside before speaking, avoiding impulsive reactions. Resist responses that could escalate conflict when patience and careful consideration are needed. Number 2, when your words would reflect poorly on someone. Indulging in harmful character attacks or speaking negatively about others seldom results in positive outcomes. Such behavior not only harms the targeted individual, but also damages your own credibility and relationships. People are generally less inclined to trust someone who engages in negative talk about others. There are constructive ways to address issues or offer feedback. However, venting frustration impulsively is not one of them. This often ventures into disrespectful territory, fostering resentment on both sides. While there are situations where honesty is essential, it's vital to carefully weigh the potential impact of your words, considering the balance between benefit and harm. Number 3, when facing legal issues. When interacting with any legal authority, it's typically prudent to assert your right to remain silent. Every statement you make could be utilized against you, regardless of your innocence. Law enforcement officers might employ tactics including exaggeration to extract a confession or incriminating statement. Choosing to remain silent shields you from inadvertently implicating yourself or others. Therefore, there's no obligation to speak immediately or offer explanations. You stand to gain by staying silent until you can seek advice from a lawyer. Number 4, when your opinions are irrelevant. As we navigate through life and our professional journeys, we continually amass new insights and experiences that mold our perspectives. However, it's crucial to acknowledge that not everyone will share these same viewpoints. There will be instances where your background, opinions, and experiences may not be pertinent to the discussion or appreciated by the audience. For instance, when joining an established team or project, there already exists a prevailing culture and mode of operation. Sharing opinions right away without grasping the context is often met with limited success. The same principle applies to proposing improvements without direct experience. Even if your intentions are commendable, you can enhance your credibility by first listening attentively. At times, the impulse to express an opinion merely for the sake of participation arises, yet there's wisdom in discerning when your voice won't advance the conversation or contribute meaningfully. These are moments to remain silent and engage in attentive listening. This approach enables you to establish a more authentic connection with others while expanding your knowledge and understanding. Number 5, when you lack knowledge or facts. It's often prudent to refrain from speaking when your knowledge about a topic is insufficient. Voicing opinions with incomplete or inaccurate information can lead to the spread of misinformation and create the impression of ignorance. Choosing silence allows you to continue absorbing information and learning before forming a well-informed opinion. This applies to situations like engaging in intellectual discussions on unfamiliar subjects, encountering questions for which you lack answers, or when you haven't gathered all the relevant facts. The timeless wisdom encapsulated in the adage holds true. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. Speaking without adequate knowledge often has unfavorable consequences. If your understanding is incomplete, it's advisable to stay silent, listen, and learn. Subsequently, contribute thoughtfully when you possess a more comprehensive understanding, if appropriate. Number 6, when receiving constructive criticism. When receiving criticism or negative feedback, the natural inclination is to justify one's actions or offer a defense. However, engaging in a back and forth often exacerbates the situation rather than fostering a productive discussion. Choosing silence in such moments allows you to absorb the feedback without immediately becoming defensive. It's advisable to wait until the person has finished speaking before responding. Take a moment to process their comments before replying, and feel free to ask follow-up questions if clarification is needed. Exercising restraint and emotional intelligence by remaining silent to fully absorb criticism demonstrates maturity, professionalism, and a commitment to personal growth. While silence alone doesn't resolve the issues, it sets the stage for a thoughtful and constructive dialogue. Number 7, when you're sticking to your guns. Certain situations call for unilateral decisions. Whether managing a rebellious child or instituting a new company policy, prolonged discussions can undermine your authority and create confusion. After carefully weighing the options and making a decisive choice, it's best to avoid getting entangled in repetitive debates. Clearly communicate your decision without excessive explanations. Assert that the decision is definitive, maintaining clarity without unnecessary apologies. Choosing to remain silent after expressing your decision signals that, in your mind, the matter is resolved. Number 8, when honoring confidentiality. When someone confides in you with personal information or a secret, it is essential to honor their privacy and exercise discretion by maintaining silence. Respecting confidentiality is guided by ethical, moral, and sometimes legal considerations spanning private health matters, financial information, legal advice, company insights, or any matter intended to remain between the involved parties. Unless explicit permission is granted to share the confidential details, the default approach should be to stay silent and refrain from discussing or disclosing them. While rare exceptions may arise where broader ethical concerns warrant disclosure to prevent harm, the general rule is to keep private information shared in confidence strictly between the parties involved. Number 9, when silence is the most respectful response. At times, choosing silence stands as the most respectful and considerate response we can extend. Maintaining quietness signifies a deep regard for others and a thoughtful acknowledgement of their experiences and perspectives. For instance, in moments of remembrance or prayer, opting for silence is a fitting expression of respect. A muted presence creates a space for others to connect with their values, faith, grief, or gratitude without any disruptions. Similarly, when someone shares a personal story or emotional experience, affording them your complete attention without interruption conveys care and validation. Observing in silence can also serve as a way to honor cultural norms or spiritual rituals that may be unfamiliar to you. In spaces outside of your own traditions, staying silent until an appropriate moment to speak arises facilitates learning and active participation. There is inherent power in merely being present and allowing significant words or experiences to resonate without any distraction. In essence, recognizing situations where maintaining silence is the optimal choice reflects wisdom and maturity. Nurturing this skill through careful consideration and consistent practice is an investment that undoubtedly yields benefits in various aspects of life. So embrace the strength of thoughtful restraint and witness it evolve into a valuable asset on your journey toward personal and professional growth. If you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends to support our content. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to explore our other videos. Thanks for watching.